Welcome to the Geeks for Education open course. My name is Sandra and I'm here to explain two other G4E formats that we developed in Italy. First, let me introduce the schools and partners that have actually developed and implemented these formats. 2050, an association specialized in non-formal education and empowerment, FabCube, an association of Fab Labs in the Veneto region, and the primary school Giovanni Pascoli of Portogruaro in the province of Venice. The first format is called STEAMbiente, STEAM Environment. This is a format developed as a school yearly project for grades 1 to 5 of the Giovanni Pascoli School and its various departments. It brings together several projects related to disciplinary and civic education subjects. STEAM Environment was developed to better understand the importance of protecting the environment and sustainable use of resources for primary school pupils. The strategy was to involve pupils in the care of the school gardens, relating scientific subjects to the hands-on gardening and care of nature, while adding basic technological components such as coding. The project lasted throughout the school year and involved 10 classes from 1st to 5th grade. And the innovation focused on the introduction of Scratch as a tool for storytelling in the activities in the garden during the final months of the school year, thanks to the cooperation between the school and G4E. Throughout the school year, students explore linguistic skills, engage in cooperative learning, and experience flipped classrooms while taking care of the garden. They're also engaged in subjects such as language, technology, arts, natural science, civic education, and English. The STEAMbiente project encourages students to use their social and communication skills, explaining their findings and creating their research documents. So they learn to understand the scientific method through observation and experimentation. They can unleash their creative thinking, solving problems using mathematical and logical operations, also for basic computer programming. As per materials needed, you can use seeds, organic fertilizer, monitors, tablets, PC, and free apps. But that's not all. You can also incorporate recycled materials and various online content creation tools. In Phase 1, students learn how to care for a garden. They grow plants, herbs, vegetables, flowers in the school garden, discovering their biology and usefulness for human health, emphasizing the importance of native species in promoting biodiversity and bees as pollinating insects. Phase 2 is about storytelling through coding and digital tools. This phase can be carried out in many ways, with the presence of external experts or with teachers, and includes the use of digital tools. In our case, we used Scratch, but other tools can be used, for example, with the creation of stop-motion animation or use of recycled material to build simple technological artifacts. Phase 3 is all about sharing. Students present their videos and technological artifacts, and this becomes a moment of reflection and evaluation. In G4E, we used the before-after evaluation system, but this phase can be customized to each school and educational system. Stay tuned for the last G4E format carried out in Italy. The short format is a camp. The winter camp, which has been replicated also during the summer months as STEAM Camp, is a format created by the G4E project for 2 municipalities in the Eastern Veneto region. The camp is thought to be a sort of taster of STEAM education for children aged between 7 and 14 years old, to introduce a less formal approach to technology and arts so that they can appreciate the STEM subjects in a less formal environment. We wanted to respond to the needs of families and children during the holiday season, to provide inclusive, innovative, play-based educational activities. Our strategy has been to design short educational sessions on STEAM in out-of-school setting, with a specific focus on coding and media literacy to be tested with children of different ages in the library and other places. The activity is flexible and can be adapted to groups from 6 to 12 participants, also of different ages. It's important to have more educators in the room, and even older students can help the younger ones. The format can be easily adapted for a homogeneous class in school. We use typical non-formal education methods: cooperative learning, project-based learning, problem-solving, and tinkering. With the format, we activate social and interpersonal skills through the approach of the teamwork, creative thinking and problem-solving, digital literacy in terms of coding tools, Scratch, but also media literacy. We use simple materials such as laptop computers and Scratch and stationery. For the media literacy, you will need radio broadcasting equipment like microphones, headphones, and audio mixer. Here's how Christmas coding works. Every participant cuts out and constructs his or her own geometric and colored tree, pastes on a sheet of paper, and shares it. The hands-on phase helps students understand the individual components of the tree, which they then reconstruct using Scratch, also in pairs or small groups. Of course, copying and helping each other is allowed and promoted. The feedback is all about showing and sharing the results of the tree on the computer and on the paper. The Radio Smile workshop simulates a real radio program. The first phase is an introduction to the human instrument of radio, the voice. Then the press room is created and topics for the radio are decided, whether sports, jokes, or whatever you like. Participants research the internet for news and write the scripts, and then they rehearse it with the radio equipment. After the rehearsal, the live recording goes on air and it is recorded for the families. Radio Smile was replicated also in school settings in another format created for G4E, so it is highly adaptable to formal education. Well, I hope you enjoyed these formats and that they have inspired you. Keep watching the other formats from our partners. That's all for me.